Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. I haven't vlogged in forever.
Hi.
And this is my first video in like a couple months. My camera's been going all wrong, so I'm here with Courtney. Stop. And today is story time. So, I'd rather you to get in your pajamas, but she's already in her pajamas, but I'm not. This is my clothes I have to wear.
Okay, you want to listen to me story?
Okay, today is story time. Okay, so today, Courtney's going to do the first one. So go. Camera, please.
So.
It's all black.
Okay, so. One day. Okay, let me sit in this chair. Let me sit in this chair.
This is, don't move the blanket. The blanket is the...
I won't.
The side move, Courtney?
Ow.
Stupid videos.
Okay, so. One person, okay, so. Bob. He's like the
We're doing a YouTube.
I made her a YouTube account.
Mm-hmm. See?
Yeah, probably. What are you telling me?
I don't care.
A potato to my room. Oh. Your hair's all messed up.
Mm.
You just woke up. Okay.
You know, it's so weird that I fall asleep at like 11 something.
I don't want to tell a story. You tell a story.
I don't have no story.
Why would you make a story time then?
Actually, I do have a story.
Okay, tell it.
Okay, so one day I was at my friend's house.
This person?
Yes, her house, and we had a little incident.
No, not that story.
Yes, it's gonna be that story. And it was like it was a Halloween week. I think it was the day before Halloween.
Yes.
Actually, it was like a couple days before Halloween. It was like Monday. And oh yeah, and I was at her house because we like going to her house, and so we're doing so we started getting we were jumping on our trampoline, but then we got off.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, we were jumping on our trampoline, and then we got off, and we got really bored because we started talking about our group that we're gonna do in a couple months, I guess. I don't know. It was like a long time ago. It was like last year, and we still haven't made a group yet. But sorry, you can't see me. We're still trying to figure out the name. We used to have more people, but now it's just me and Kylie and Courtney. And
Is it okay if I shout out the names that were supposed to be in it?
Yeah.
Ray, Dominic, Big Joe.
Big Joe stands for Joseph, and we call it Dominic Big D. Yeah. But anyway, so they weren't over, and we were just sitting there, and then Kylie said, "Let's go on the trampoline." You probably already know what's gonna happen next. You should know. So I was jumping backwards, and you probably already know what's gonna happen. So I was I fell off and broke my wrist. Courtney heard it snap, didn't you? Didn't you hear it snap?
Yeah.
And my shoulder,
I do. Okay, so imagine. Imagine y'all are her. So she was falling off. I like nearly grabbed her shirt.
Yeah, but I fell and she got me. She didn't really get me. She just she was like an inch away. But then I fell off and broke my wrist, and half my shoulder got broke. But it was really bad. But I didn't cry. You can even ask her. I only screamed.
Yeah, she screamed. Then I came in. I ran to her parents, where we're at right now.
My dad was home.
Her dad was home, and her sister, and they both came, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" And they took you to a hospital.
They took me to the neighbors. That's a good place. That's where I had the flu once. That's what they took me to.
So.
Yeah, and they pulled on it. Don't ever get nothing broke because they pull on it and they pull on it and it hurts. And they give you shots to numb it, but it doesn't. But it doesn't numb it, so it hurts. And I cried really bad. So, Courtney, your turn.
This is not real, okay? This is just a made-up story.
Yeah, we can make up made-up stories, but I was telling you like a story that happened, so I'm telling you about my life.
Okay, so there's one old lady digging in a garden. You know this.
I don't really know it, but
Okay, well,
I'll listen.
Okay, so it's gonna be okay. Yeah, what am I talking about?
What are y'all doing?
Potatoes,
Pickles.
potatoes.
Onions.
Hot dog.
Hamburger meat.
Cucumbers.
Ham.
Fried okra.
Ugh.
Okay,
Okay, tell the story.
But
I had Subway today, so.
okay, so one old lady was digging in her garden, and then sorry. Okay, one old lady was digging in her garden, and
Wait,
she
is
found
this
this.
scary?
No.
Oh, it's okay, Courtney.
So one person was digging in their garden, and she found this thing, and she washed it off, and it looked like a toe. So her face.
Oh yeah, I know this story.
Yeah, she knows. So and then she was missing some ingredients from her soup. So then she put the toe in her soup, and then she ate it, and she went to bed. Then she heard these like scratching-ish noises and like knocking noises, you know. And then footsteps. The footsteps, like the noises and the footsteps would keep on getting closer and closer and closer. And then the door went open. You ate my hairy toe. The end.
How many stories do you want us to do?
2.
2. So I guess I'll go next. Okay, it's a made-up story. Okay, Courtney made it up about red eyes. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it because I really like that story. So one day, this little girl. I don't even know I don't remember it, but I'm making up with what I think.
Okay.
So one day, this girl, her parents went off to, I don't know, go get their grandma, I guess. I don't know. A date, yeah. Because they always went with their daughter, so they went a day off, and they trusted her daughter. And the daughter said, okay, I'll stay here, I will be quiet, and I'm going to cuddle with my cat and watch some sad movies, or something like that. Romance. So her cat always likes going outside. I don't know her cat's name. I'm just gonna call her Silva. So Silva wanted to go outside. But she didn't know it. She thought it was Silva, but Silva was with her. And so she's like, "Who's scratching on the door? It might be my dog, Winston." So she has a dog named Winston. It's a Chihuahua. So the dog wasn't there. She forgot the dog died. Yeah, she
having some memory loss?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, so she forgot that her dog died. She's like, well, she opened it, like, Winston, come here. And then she's like, oh yeah, I forgot. It might have been just for the bird. And so when she opened that door, she felt a cold breeze. It was summer, so might have been something else. So she went out, and the cold breeze. And so she started watching some movies, and she heard that, and she's like, huh. So she went up to bed, and she kept on hearing this. Getting louder and louder, and the phone ringed. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
She said, hello. And this girl, she heard this little voice that said, red eyes, like whispering, red eyes, red eyes, red eyes. And she freaked out and like, don't ever call me back again, or I'll find you and hunt you down. But she was like, I don't know. So she shut down, she put the phone up, and she heard a call. She said, leave me alone. And she was like, red eyes, red eyes. And she heard this again. So she heard that. And the phone rang again. And I was doing this. Ring, ring. That's all she heard. And she answered. She's like, leave me alone. I don't like you. Just leave me alone. I just want to stay. Here. Don't. And all she heard was, red eyes, red eyes. I'm going to find you. And that's all she heard. She dropped the phone and grabbed Silva and went under the bed. And heard this. Heard that. And it got closer and closer. And then the door opened. And it said, red eyes, red eyes. and the phone rang again. But it wasn't that ghost again. And the ghost answered, and the ghost said, "Hello," and he said, said, "Sweetie, are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." The ghost said that, and she's like, "Okay, bye. I'll call you tomorrow." And so she heard this like that, and she heard it. She turned around, and no one was there. So she walked up to the bed and said, "Red eyes, red eyes." And then she undid the covers and looked under and said, "Red eyes!" And the girl screamed, and the cat scratched him. And the cat died, and so did she. Blood was all over the place. Yes.
Well,
It was freaky.
I don't feel like telling another story.
I can tell one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, wait, are you sure? I can go? And you don't want to tell a story?
I found it.
Okay, so, one day, these two kids named Tommy and Bronny. I don't know. Tommy and Ted. Okay? So, so they saw this man in the front, they're in the road. So they're like, let's get closer and see what he's doing. So they went closer and closer and closer. And the guy, and Toby got scared, so, what was the other guy's name? Ted. Well, it's not really Ted, but I don't know. Teddy? I don't know. So Ted went up to the guy, and the guy that was in front of him looked behind. He saw a skeleton. That's it. Looked through him, and they both screamed. And Ted ran, and so did Tommy. I mean Toby. Tommy. I don't know. I'm just making up names. And so they screamed. They heard screaming, and the guy walked closer while they're running, and they.